Reporting on the games you love by people who love to game. The MMO Reporter Network. You're listening to LOTRO Reporter on the MMO Reporter Network, brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download at audibletrial.com/MMO Reporter. And by Doghouse Systems. Choose your weapon at doghousesystems.com.
Welcome to LOTRO Reporter episode 238. We survived Weatherstock.
Sure did.
Yes, we did. That was epic. So, what have you been doing this last week, Layanor?
Wait, you're just getting right to the point.
Yeah.
Apparently, somebody made the show a half hour late. I'm not going to say any names.
Layanor.
I finally hit 40% in the moors.
Yay!
It's like I said, I haven't been out there very much, and but I did hit 40%. So I'm really happy because it's not 39% anymore.
Yay! Yay! That last 0.5% just took forever, right?
Yes, it took forever. Mainly because I just wasn't out there that much, and I've been doing a lot of stuff with the network lately, so trying to keep that going has been a problem. But as soon as I get my stuff done, I should be out there and hoping to rank.
Cool.
I went to Weatherstock last weekend.
Uh-huh.
And survived it.
Yes. Bob didn't, but
did
that's
not.
a story
Bob the
for
server.
later.
Poor
Yeah,
Bob the server.
That's a story for later.
Woke up, had my coffee, sat down. Carrie called me up, and off we went.
Uh-huh.
So, yep, that was awesome. 10 bands, it was very cool. A lot of they really do like a lot of lore appropriate music.
Mm-hmm.
And there was less of that this year. There was more like pop and rock stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I was kind of surprised by that. I was like, wow. So pretty cool. I didn't expect to see that or hear that, I should say. But I remember last year there just being a lot of lore specific music, and that was just some of the prettiest stuff I've heard in game.
Yeah, it was really good.
Hmm. Then I did Three Mans with Carrie and Rawr.
Yes, he's back.
He is back, and we will listen to him today as he talks about Three Mans. So look forward to that.
Uh-huh.
And what did you do?
I went to Weatherstock 6 and didn't get up for about 5 hours straight. I got 2 cups of coffee, and I was very, very worried because I got kicked off the server an hour and a half before the concert started twice. And but managed to get in and get going, and it was pretty cool. I got to see the iridescent Isengard horsey, which was pretty awesome. There's a whole big 15-minute discussion about, hey, Lerner, did you see the horse? Did you see the horse?
Yeah,
In our
remember that.
Weatherstock feed. You should take a look at that. But it was very, very epic, and we will have numbers and winners for you in the community section in a little bit.
Oh, yes.
I leveled my baby Warden. She's a hobbit, so her little yells are so cute. She is now level 10.
You made a hobbit tank.
I did.
Uh,
You can put the cheesy poof on her head and she'll be taller. It'll be fine.
uh,
I did. She's so cute. I made a girl hobbit tank.
no, the girl or boy, it doesn't matter. It's a hobbit.
No, it's so cute.
And it's pink too.
No, it's not pink. I don't have pink dye on that character yet.
Yet.
Yes. And then I, of course, did the 3 mans with Layanor and Rarg.
Rawr.
Yes, and I was told did good on the heels.
Sure
Yay
did.
me!
Mm-hmm.
Yay me! That is what we've been doing in game. My goodness, we've got some news.
Holy crap,
Lots of news
Carrie.
this week. Huh?
Did you see the sale? The 20% off a year of VIP?
That's awesome.
That's like, holy cow.
Yes, that is amazing. If I needed a year of VIP, I would definitely be purchasing this
Mm-hmm.
because I have purchased it at $99.99 before. I would definitely be picking up at $79.99 US.
Yep. $79.99, $80 for an entire year.
Mm-hmm.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, and that gets you all of the new quest packs.
Yep. For an
For the
entire year.
They did want to let people know that anybody who played the higher GBP price, the difference will be refunded in the next 3 to 5 business days. They had the calculation incorrect on the currency conversion. So for our European listeners, I guess. But yeah, that is so cool. So yes, if you have $80, just burning a hole in your pocket and are not a VIP, go for it. It's a great deal.
Mm-hmm. No kidding.
Yeah. The official Shield rules and schedule is out. That's pretty cool. He's actually he's got some requirements.
This is the
The taking
Sapiens.
the
Sapiens makes a dwarf at level 50 and goes through Moria with anybody who wants to escort him. It's
Yes,
going to be
exactly.
insane. I don't even know if it's going to film well.
I don't know. You start at Durin's Threshold, and the event ends at the gates of Karas Galadhorn. So it's a long run. And in addition to just getting him there alive, you have to complete the In the Footsteps of the Fellowship deed.
Oh.
And if you miss it, you have to go back and get it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's same rules as before. If he dies twice, the run is over.
Yeah, I don't think that ever happened, but it might happen this time.
Mm-hmm. Well, it happened on Brandywine, but yeah, she was killing them. I heard I should have watched that. I bet that was hilarious.
It was hilarious.
I guess she was just cackling every time she'd hit the button and kill them all. So Eldar, the winner of the Taking the Hobbits to Isengard, is up first on June 24th at 2:30 server time. Good luck, guys! And this is going to run all the way to the end of September. That'll be pretty cool.
So yeah, we're gonna keep getting news then.
Yeah. Yep.
That's a good thing. I like that.
That is exciting. We have Bullroarer patch notes.
Yeah, we do. Like, holy crap.
Like lots
Holy
of
crap.
changes.
First of all, we're going to level 100. 100.
Ooh.
That's right. And if we had one more, we could have had Dalmatians.
Yes.
Eh?
Could have.
Hey, you get
Yeah.
that?
I got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
So we got some new regions. 3 new areas have been added to the game. And they are all of West Gondor.
They didn't say what. Okay.
Dol Amroth, which is the main city, I think is what they're pretty much talking about here. That is a port city, and we're going to have a epic battle there, as far as I know.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. There's I got some pretty interesting stuff. So it sounds like it's a repeatable thing, like a Hootbolt thing.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, so the city of Dol Amroth is broken into 8 districts, each focused on a different building, and you have to be friendly with them and earn the trust before you can patrol that district.
Okay. Yeah, so it does kind of sound like a Hootbolt thing.
And then they need you to do stuff, so there's daily tasks. that
Mhm.
take you into the paths of the dead and course our campsites. There is a 3-man instance. I
Oh,
know it's not a raid, but there is a 3-man instance.
really?
Fishing quests and more stuff like that.
Fishing quest. Hmm.
Hmm. Now, this is what I found absolutely fascinating. 2 of these sections, the Paths of the Dead and the Caves and Tunnels Beneath Erinal, Ernil, Ernil,
Hmm.
will need to be cooperatively unlocked by the server before any trust can be earned with some of the districts.
Hmm.
And this is after you hit level 100. So you have to go from 95 to 100. Once you hit 100, you get your letter to go there. I bet Brandywine has it unlocked in about 8 hours. But anyway, you have to unlock it.
Patch us up. We're in.
Yep.
Brandy wine.
Yep. So and these tokens will go be freely traded with other characters. So it sounds like you can trade them around with people,
Hmm.
the silver tokens. Now, once you get your daily quest done, Barandower will ask you if you wish to join the Watchman in some training exercises, and that's going to get you the gold tokens.
Hmm.
So it's a little bit different and a little bit the same, as near as I can tell. What do
Well,
you think?
what I think is we're gonna have something to do.
Yeah, sounds
I
like
think
it's
I said that with Fangorn though as well, and that seemed kind of small, but this seems like a whole lot more. So this is going to be really cool. And one of my favorite parts of the lore in the first place are the paths of the dead, and we're going
mm-hmm.
to actually get to see that. So
Monster trucks.
let's get
We're
on our
saying monster.
motorcycle and do it.
All right, we're going to take our monster trucks to the
Oh,
path of the
Rarg's
dead.
here.
Have you been on Brent Bor to see any of the stuff?
No, everybody else has, so I actually got to see it that way.
Oh, okay.
I could have, but a lot of people were coming out with a lot of really good information, so I was like, no, I'll just read this.
Yeah, I try not to I only tend to do this stuff once or twice, and I don't want to do it on Bor and then do
I
it
kind
on
of like,
Brandywine and
yeah, I
and
kind of like being surprised too. It's kind of unfortunate that I have to do, a Lotro news show because I really do like to be surprised. But I guess my surprise is when I go on to Bull Roar or read the patch notes. So
yeah,
yeah,
it's
hopeless romantic.
ah. Well, Leonor, they are fixing it to where you can no longer log out on somebody in the middle of combat and take their kill. It takes 30
Oh,
seconds for you to log out if you're in combat instead of 10.
wow.
Hmm.
Well, that helps a lot. That helps a whole lot. We've been seeing that in the moors a lot. Creeps have a lot of health, and they have some pretty good defenses right now. And if they want to be killed, they have a choice to be killed or not, because they could just log out now.
Hmm. Well, they have increased it to 30 seconds for
Okay,
in combat.
that takes care of that. Let's see, do I see anything else? Hobnobkins has been adjusted a bit,
Hmm.
so
Yep.
that's a good thing. Hopefully all of those bugs are out of there now.
Hmm.
Um,
They're doing some really cool stuff with the inventory. The slotted allies are now sorted before the others. Food is now going to be sorted by level and quality.
hmm.
And then items are going to be in order of increasing instead of decreasing quality for consistency, increasing instead of decreasing. Your friends list is getting bigger. You're going to now be able to have 100 friends.
What?
Uh-huh.
Oh my God.
And these are things the player councils are responsible for.
Oh my God.
How many
That's
friends
a
have
big one. Wait a minute. How many people can I put on ignore then?
probably 100.
I hope it's
Probably
100.
100.
Oh, I've been wanting that for a long, long time. I've wanted that for so long that I stopped asking for it.
Oh yeah, well they got it. The player council got it for you.
Awesome. I see a small, I see another update here. The maximum number of characters allowed in the kinship message of the day has been increased from 80 to 132, which is awesome. That means you can write a longer kinship message of the day in that box.
Yes.
So you don't
Yes.
have to abbreviate a whole bunch of stuff to fit it all in. Using numbers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
2 dates, skirm plus 12, go.
Yeah. Emote of the month, hug. Slash hug. The new world channel's going in. It's going to be in an update 14.
Ooh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. So we're gonna have world chat.
Yes.
Oh man.
So it will be automatically on. Hopefully you know how to turn it off.
Mm-hmm. Just go through your filters, you'll be alright.
Yeah. All right. Now I have the happy dance going because they fixed a bug which prevented fellowship members from being able to see each other's emote text and hear each other's music. They fixed the music bug. They fixed the music bug. We're so happy. It was people had to be on Weatherstock, unform their raids, reform their raids at the top because if you phased in,
Mm-hmm.
you get the bug
Oh
and you
boy.
can't hear each other and you don't know if it's playing and it's just bad. So, and then the Shield of the Hammerhand once again will be stacking with the Darrowed Stone and the Outriders token.
Ooh. See, that we're all like so happy about these quality of life things
Yeah,
that
it's
we're
like
all just kind of overlooking the work that they've done in Gondor.
yeah, it's like oh great, you got a new region, awesome. Look, we have the music bugs fixed.
Oh my God, I could have 100 friends. Ah. Oh, my friends have 10 characters each. I need more.
Yes. And there were many changes in the different classes except for the minstrel has no changes. We must be perfect.
Must be perfect. Well, look
Mm.
at Guardians. Guardians only got one change.
Yep, Minnie's got 0.
Mm-hmm. Traits that granted primary stats have been increased to be more competitive. So there's your minstrel change.
Okay.
It says all classes. Let me go through Warden real quick here. It's pretty much just a bunch of
Nothing. Yeah.
yeah. It's all balances,
Mm-hmm.
But then again, I'm just skimming over it too. I'm sure people are like, Layanor, look at the fourth one. I'm just kind of skimming over it really quick. It's a lot of percentages.
Yeah. Yeah. Lots of percentages.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
Yep.
then
It's coming.
yeah, it should be. What is the cycle now? Once it hit, it's Boror. It's up for a couple weeks on Boror, and then it like 2 weeks after that, it's live.
Yeah, that seems to be the pattern. Uh, Actually, I did hear a little bit about the captains.
Uh-huh.
Since this is on Bull Roar right now, and things are subject to change, there there have been a couple of captains that have told me about. Have you seen the patch notes? I guess like
They did a lot
uh,
of stuff.
yeah, they did a lot of stuff. It seems like they've nerfed some things down and they've made some things better. So if any captains are out there, this seems to be the one that's getting the most changes. You might want to go on Bull Roar, check it out, and put your feedback into the forums
Hmm.
so they can adjust it the way that you guys want it to be.
Yeah, because it looks like they're putting stuff from, you know, lots of percentages, but from durations from 30 seconds to 20 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Penetrating cry durations balanced down from 60 seconds to 20 seconds. That's going to be a big change.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, captains, you're gonna want to look at this one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
And if we hear more about stuff going on, we will talk about it next time.
Mm-hmm.
Next show.
Yes. There was a dev chat. I stole Lotro Player's notes Sithrith typed up. I did listen to it, but they did such a good job. I didn't see any reason for me
Thank
to
you,
type stuff.
Sithrith.
Yes, I'm not going to
or as
reinvent
it
the
or as it should be properly pronounced, Kythrith.
Kythrith. Okay. Thank you, Kythrith.
As usual.
Yes. All right. Let's see. We got goodies. So Aaron Campbell, this is on the Twitch. This is out on Lotro Stream's Twitch channel if you'd like to watch it. There was no video, just audio, but it was a good hour. And it was Aaron Campbell, lead systems designer Matt Zimetti, art director Todd DeMel, who has been with Turbine for 11 years.
Wow.
Designer Trevin McEwen, which I believe is Jinja, and community manager Jurek Heaton. So I just pulled out, a lot of the same repeat questions, but I pulled out some interesting stuff. Somebody asked about essences and what led to the creation of essences. And basically, it's like, so every time we do a release, we have to make like 19 different outfits. We decided it might be easier just to make one set of each and let you put your own stuff on them.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all. There's like 4 outputs for every recipe, and it's some of them you just kind of look at and you're like, I'm a hunter. I'm just gonna pick agility. Why do I need this other stuff?
Yeah. Or it's same with, it's like, I'm a mini, I need will. That's all I need to worry about. Why do you give me 4 choices?
Yeah, I'm a hobbit. I need hungry.
Yes, yes, I need I need the pie. Yes, exactly. So the essences will be covering 17 different stats, and there are 5 types of socketable gear.
Hmm.
So there's chances for min-maxing.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's I don't know. It sounds kind of cool, but it sounds kind of because I already know when I get my stuff, I'm going to be stacking agility.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my main stat. It gives me dodge. It actually affects my healing from my conviction and all that. So it's my everything.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's just gonna kind of feel the same. I think to me, I might be better. My stat might be a lot higher, but we're all kind of stacking the same stat anyway. So I'm not exactly sure where this is going.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see in effect. I know you really, really wanted that treasure hunt goat, the
I
one
got
that
it
comes.
already.
You do?
Yeah,
I gotta get it yet.
it's like number 72
Okay.
out of my 99
900.
mounts.
I have the Rivendell horsey.
Yeah, you do.
It's really pretty.
I stopped buying those horses. The store horses. $20.
This is the first one I've bought in a long time. But it is so pretty. It had to have it.
It is a nice one. The debris one looks really nice too. I think it's got a lantern and stuff on it.
Yeah, I like the
It's
Hobbit
really
one.
cool.
Yeah, the Rivendell one's got a lantern on it, and if you are behind it in third person, it looks like there's like smoke or flame or something coming. Either that or I had the same error Rourke had last night with his sword. But you turn to the side and it doesn't look like anything's like flowing out of there, like a
Hmm.
mist or anything. So, but it's really, really elfy. It's awesome.
So yes, the treasure hunt is going to be turned on next week, June 24th and 21st and 22nd. And I tell you what, if you're going to go for that goat, take those 2 days off of work and get the goat. It actually takes that long. The grind is pretty rough. So if you're going to knock this out in 2 days, you have to be dedicated, stay there, and get the goat.
Okay.
And you can do it free. You don't have to spend turbine points to get the extra things to dig up things or whatever. Just keep at it, keep building your tokens up. It takes a long time, but you'll get it. And that goat is awesome looking. It's a brown goat that has Oktoberfest symbols on it, which is the pretzel and beer signs and stuff. And there's a Stein on a stick in front of the goat's face for him
Oh
for
yeah,
him to chase.
that's
And
awesome.
that's the goat is awesome. So if you're gonna go for it, go for it.
Yeah. Somebody asked about Bjornings, of course, and Jinja is the one that is doing those, which is probably why you haven't gotten a lot of PVMP stuff lately, because he's also the one that is in charge of that section.
Dang it.
So there are 3 specializations. There's a tank, there's a damage, and there's sort of a support. So the tank is basically you turn into a big scary bear, and that's how you stay. The damage line is about managing the time between human and bear for optimizing damage.
Yeah.
And then the support line marks stuff and uses offensive or defensive marks. And they have no power. Instead, they enter combat and they start to build rage or wrath up. And then once you go into the bear form, the wrath starts to drain away. So it's kind of interesting. This is going to be a really interesting mechanic.
Yeah, it is. It sounds kind of cool. It's kind of strange. I kind of feel like my class doesn't have to really worry about power either. So I'm wondering if they might be considering changing all of the classes over to this system later on.
It would be interesting. Oh, that you ran out of power last night.
Yeah, thanks, Carrie. Yeah.
Hey, I'm not the one that forgot to bring one's power pot to this party.
Way to go. Stepping on my toes. Jeez.
Yep. Okay. I'm going to let you answer this next question because I'm upset won't be mad at me when I butchered the words.
What other parts of Gondor can we expect to see? Will we see more Western Gondor? When will we see Minas Tirith? I hope that's right. It could be minus. No, that's Minas.
It's Minas. It's Minas, I think.
It's Minas. Minas. West Gondor is only the starting point. Next still will be Eastern Gondor with, oh crap, Beleriand.
I think it's Pelagrill under siege.
It's Pelagrill. Pelagrill is always under siege, and Osgiliath.
And then we will be
And
getting to Minas Tirith next year.
Yes.
It's going to take them that long to figure out what it's supposed to look like.
Can't wait to see Penagrill. Pelargir, just for the people that really want to know how to actually say that.
All right.
Why start the Bjornings at level 50?
Well, because level 95 one would take a long time, and it's a nice round number. And then you can learn to play your character, is what they're hoping.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if, oh, geez, I just lost my thought. Level 50. Oh, yes. I wonder if this is going to be like the World of Warcraft Dark Knights, where you have to play a certain character up to like max level, and then you can open this up.
I bet not. I bet it's a purchase in the store.
That'll be kind of strange.
But it's a tank DPS and support in light armor, so it's best for people who already have the game down but want to be able to get to the end game faster. So it's for players who already know the game. But yeah, I doubt that you're gonna have to have a good level kept character to buy this.
How much is the item that makes your character level 50 right now? Is that like $50 or $60?
No, I don't think it's that much. I think it's like 30.
$30? I wonder if this character is going to cost that much, because that is pretty much the same thing that we're doing. We're taking a character and we're getting it at level 50.
Yeah, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see how much they decide that this is worth.
$5.
Well, the Rune Caper and the Warden are $9.95 TP, I think, aren't they? Or $7.95 TP. So they're $8 or $9. I figured this was going to be like 15. Or $15.95 TP or $16.95 TP. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see.
But yeah, since it starts at level 50, I bet you it's going to be a little bit more expensive. I betcha.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I bet. You think it's going to be $50 or 49.95? Like that's
Um,
the price of an expansion.
that would be pretty silly, but people are paying that price to get to level 50. So if they're basing a whole entire class around this, starting it at level 50, I'm
Yeah,
kind
I
of
see
thinking
where.
that they're going to go, for the gusto and charge $30.
Yeah, what? Yeah, I could
I'll
see
say
where they would.
20. I'll say $20 right now.
Yeah, I could see where they would charge what the level 50. Well, the problem is though, they with a level 50 character, you get a bunch of bonuses and a bunch of XP bonuses and all the armor you need for level 50s and your first LIs at level 10. So you get a lot of stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
from what I've seen in other things with the Bjornings, basically here's your starter armor and your weapon. Bye.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they have the same kind of deal with the Gift of the Valar, which was here's some decent armor and here's some decent
They
weapons.
would
But
have to give like some sort of. They can't just put you at level 50 naked in the middle of Moria and say, go. They
yes,
actually.
you can.
They,
Here, have your light armor. Bye bye.
you're right. You're right.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. It'll be interesting to see how much they decide to charge for this. I didn't really think it was going to be much more than Runekeeper or Warden, but I could be totally wrong, and because of the level jump.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody
And oh,
somebody asked about 1v1 Homnanigans, and they said they tested it, and it's not as fun as you think.
oh boy.
Mm-hmm. Um, so somebody asked about the essences. Where will you find essences? Essences. So it looks like the first batch is going to be 50 and up. Seems to be 50 is about the way place they start stuff these days.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually they want to have essences and socketable items from a 10 and up, but they're going to start with 50 and up and work their way back down, I guess.
You remember Emerald Lagasse?
Bam.
He has essences too.
He has essences, does he?
It's Emerald's essence.
Ah.
Bam.
All right, and that was it for the news. We had a lot of news this week.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Layanor, do you know anything?
Yes, I do. There were some people that were having problems trying to log into the game. This was a problem that has been happening for quite a while, even before the last patch update that we had for the client, the login client. And a friend of mine actually figured out what to do and fix it.
Okay.
So what happens was you would log in, or no, you wouldn't even log in. You would click the client to start it up, and the error that you'd get right away is something that it cannot connect to the patcher or something like that. It says it would not let you do anything at all. Excuse me. So what you need to do, um, you need to go to your internet options for um, oh geez, Internet Explorer. Sorry,
Okay.
I haven't used it in a while. I had to think of the name. And you need to go to HTTP settings, and there is a box there that says use proxy.
Okay.
Sometimes that will be checked. Something that Microsoft is doing will check it, and you need to uncheck that. And for some reason, that is linked to the turbine launcher.
Oh,
So
okay.
you uncheck that proxy setting and hit OK or apply or whatever that says,
Mm-hmm.
and the game should launch. There was a guy. Let's see, he hasn't been able to play for about a month. He's been playing Star Wars and all kinds of other games lately. And my friend just had this problem happen, and she was almost out of the game for an entire week. So they figured it out, and now we know. And knowing is half the battle.
Yes, it is.
G.I.
Go.
Joe.
All right. We're going to get copyright in trouble here. We had three men's this week, as we've said a couple of times. Roy couldn't stay with us because Laner was late, but he did give me his vote. So we do them Monday 9 PST or 12 EST. They will be on YouTube, or they are on. We do stream them, and they will be on the Twitch replays. I don't know if we're putting them on YouTube or not.
No, we're not.
Okay. So this week we did Webs of the Scuttledells and school or library. We did school.
We did school.
Okay. What's your vote, Laynor?
Actually, I didn't even think about it.
Oh, okay.
Webs of Scuttledale is a little bit tougher and a little bit more challenging. Library only has tier 1 and is very quick. I know a lot of people farm that one for stuff. I like the way that school is set up. It is kind of nice and quick. Webs of Scuttledale. I guess if I'm going for a challenge, I like Webs of Scuttledale.
Okay.
But the area is kind of boring.
You don't like Mirkwood, or
I
you
like
just
Mirkwood.
you just
It's
don't
just
like this area?
yeah, it's just kind of
Yeah.
eh.
Well, I'm not too excited about the insta-death if you fall off the floor,
Yeah.
especially for those who may have machines that can't actually see the floor.
Yeah.
That kind of sucks. I
Yep.
do like when you do get insta-death, you can jump through the portal and land right back out on the other side. And I was thinking about this after you said last night that this was the only instance that does it. It's not. The instance in Isengard, the three-man with the big troll that smacks through things,
Oh,
you
yeah.
can run back from the start and run through a portal and get to right outside the gate where you're outside. It doesn't take you right to the main boss, but it does take you about halfway through, so you don't have to run through everything again.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah, we're gonna be
Yep.
doing that one, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. Yep.
Um, yeah. So school is fun because it's so quick. I'm glad that they increased it to so it would scale with us. That was fun. But I think I like Webs because it was just different.
Mm-hmm.
I've only done school probably 5 or 6 times, but it's like there's nothing to it. You run down one side, you save books, you kill things, and you're done in 10 minutes.
Right. Yep.
I could have done with a little less saving of the elves in the cocoons. They could have shortened that a little bit, the different bosses, because if I recall correctly, there's 3 bosses.
There are 2 bosses, and the pattern for the cocoons never change.
Oh,
Never change.
so we didn't even have to open them all.
Nope.
Yeah, that's not very fun. But I would have to vote for Webs. What do you vote for, Laner?
I gotta go with school.
Yeah, well, it's gonna win because Rourke voted for school too.
Dang it! Oh well. Well, that
Yeah.
takes care of school and library. They are both ejected out.
No, school won.
Huh?
School won.
I thought Warg voted for spiders.
Rourke voted for school.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yay!
School won. Yep.
Oh, school's out for LOTRO.
Yeah, yep.
Awesome.
So I think we're at HON's Hall of Knights, right?
Say that again?
Han, HON.
Han.
Yeah. H-O-N.
What are you talking about?
The instance, three-man instance, H-O-N. What would that be?
Halls of Night.
Okay. And D-U?
It's like Han Solo. What are you talking about?
Yeah. No, he can't walk through doors. And D-U. What is D-U?
DU is
Oh,
Das Unneth.
oh, Dargnok Unleashed. That's the troll.
Ah, okay.
So that's what we're doing next week, guys. Hollow Knights and Dargnok Unleashed on
Cool.
challenge mode, which means we have to. I don't know. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Alrighty, and that's it for Did You Know and Three Men's. Yay! And in community news, we went to Weatherstock 6. Yay!
Sure did.
My call with you was 6 hours. No, actually, no. My Raptors told me I was in game for 6 hours. Before that was at the crash at the end, so it's probably 7 hours. 7 hours for Weatherstock. I started at 11:30 Eastern or 11:30
Yeah, it's probably about
Pacific. No, I started 11:30 Eastern. I was in my chair at like 8:30 Pacific time. We did manage to melt down Bob. I blame it on two rune keepers who decided it would be an excellent idea to set up healing stones in the middle of 600 characters.
Wow.
Yeah. At most counts, between people on the live server and people in the 3 Twitch streams, there were over 1,000 people watching Weatherstock.
Ooh.
They had 800 votes for the Free People's Choice Award. That is the biggest Weatherstock we've ever had.
Wow.
Yeah. LOTRO streams, the official stream was running right under 300 people the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we went from 15 to 25 back and forth, but I'm glad people got to watch it. They look like they're having a blast. So the winners were, for the Free People's Choice, it was A Rock and a Hard Place. For the Lonely Mountain Cup, which is the one that the kin votes on, the winner was the Shades, and the best outfits was the Remediators.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad they did fashion this year.
Yeah, that was Carolyn. Carolyn, who runs Windy Acres Ranch, decided to do fashion this year. And you have something to announce, don't you, Layanor?
Yes, that's right. We over on Brandywine would like to try and do our own little concert thing, which would be kind of cool because even though Brandywine is one of the largest servers, we really don't do a lot of stuff. Like not very much at all. Cari and I and Chris, we did a fashion show last year, and that was like really almost the only event that happened on Brandywine. I think there were a couple other smaller ones that were just kin specific that were announced because during that summer there was a Turbine was promoting kinship or just little festivals, yeah. And there was just some smaller things, and Landerville seems to have it locked down, of all these really cool events. So I thought, well, what the heck? Let's see what we can throw together. So we're going to do the Brandy Jam. It's September Sunday, the 14th. And whatever bands would like to sign up and come and play for us, come on in. If we get a good amount of bands coming in, we might do something along the lines of a prize. We just need to see what kind of interest is there for this right now.
Okay.
And there was also a couple of other ideas that are getting thrown around too. My kinship tokens army of Middle Earth, which is a very large kinship, is giving me a lot of ideas. A lot of the women want to do a fashion show before.
Okay. I don't have an objection to that. Can I wear my pink armor outfit?
So we're probably going to do that. But we would really like to see what we can do with brandy wine. So if we can get kind of a cool event, probably nothing along the lines of Weatherstock, but we just want to see if we can get people together and just do something.
Mm-hmm.
So Brandy Jam, Sunday the 14th. Write us to the show. Twit me, I'll twit you back. Contact Carrie or contact one of us on the servers that we play on. Give us some ideas, some feedback, what you would like to do, or if you would like to bring your band in, or if you're already on Brandywine and want to sign up for it, let us know.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Which reminds me, speaking of emailing, we have a letter. Amaviset says now that we have end play, he wants session play as a giant shrew.
Oh.
I just want to be able to ride the thing. I finally saw one at Weatherstock. Layanor's like, look over there, look over there. It's as big as an elf. I mean, it's like this monstrous giant thing.
I want to play as a turtle, a big raid turtle.
Oh, that would be cool too.
That's all I want. I just want to walk around and make everything shake. That's what I want.
That is cool.
And remember, if you're in Ent Play, don't hit the space bar.
No, don't hit the space.
Don't hit the space bar. You'll thank me later.
All right. Layanor, did you like to... I will talk about our sponsors because my doghouse system took live streaming, playing the game, 600 people in one space, and did not hiccup all day.
Nice.
That doghouse, and I was running on medium. I could have probably bumped it up to high, but I was a little scared too. But I didn't have to turn my stuff down to low. I would only get a couple of hiccups when I'd like go from close into the bands to kind of zoom out to show people, and it was like the minutest little bit of a second. This computer, I mean, this is a test. They should have the Weatherstock test for computers. So if you are looking for a new PC, then check out our friends at doghousesystems.com. Be sure to use the coupon code MMO Reporter to double your RAM for free. Also, if you are commuting like I am and have had horrible, horrible traffic the last couple of days, check out audibletrial.com/MMO Reporter to get 1 month free, which is a free book. And I think we looked, and the first book in the Game of Thrones series is something like 35 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, some of the other books that I listened to, I've got one from David Allen, Getting Things Done, is 8.5 hours. So that'll keep you busy while you're in traffic or sitting on the bus or whatever.
And how?
Mm-hmm. All right, so how can they get a hold of us, Layanor?
They can email us at lotro.reporter@gmail.com. They can Twitter us at LOTRO Reporter. They can Facebook us at LOTRO Reporter. They can call us. Yes, with a phone. They can call us, and our voicemail is 616-666-6778. Or if you have a microphone, you can use the widget on the right side of our webpage. Just click the button and go blah, 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 blah.
Please don't do that. Unless you have a really, really cool accent. And then go ahead.
And make sure you say LOTRO Reporter before you say blah, 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 blah.
Yes, they know which. It's the same phone number and the same thing for all of the shows.
If we don't know, we might just play it on all the shows. If you want to check us out on YouTube, just search for us at MMO Reporter Network or MMO Reporter. That also works too. I've been using that a lot. You can check out our actual webpage at www.lotroreporter.com. And you can check out our shows on Twitch at twitch.tv/MMO Reporter.
Yeah. And be sure to check out all of our shows because
we have a lot of shows.
We have a lot of shows, and we have the new one that Layanor and I have participated in. It's a lot of Layanor's baby, but I get to come on and apparently run around and yell, oh dear, a lot.
Oh dear, oh dear. Actually, she doesn't do that. She says, ah, a lot. very entertaining,
Yeah.
and very very jarring because you don't know what's happening.
No, I don't have.
She'll just suddenly go, ah.
Yes, because the camera's on you.
The camera's on me, and when you watch my views, I'll start looking around and I won't say anything because I'm waiting for her to say something, and she doesn't say anything after.
I just yell and start screaming and running. It's hilarious. Yeah, I probably should have had the thing on me, but hey, this is pretty fun. So, all right. So that sounds like a show.
That is a show, and we'll do our Twitter accounts real quick. Mine is Layanor, Layanor, twit me, and I will twit you back. And Carrie can be reached at the Cowboy Troy #1 fan.
No. At the Carrie Mac, it's TheCariMac.
The Carrie Mac Pee Wee Herman.
No.
I'm gonna get hit.
No. You might. You might.
I think I'll hang up.
Oh. Yeah, I'll come down there and get you. All right, so thanks everybody for joining us. And again, as always, thank you for downloading and listening. And we hope to, as always, see you in game and talk to you next week. Night, I'm Set. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for being patient with us.
Thank you, Duck. It's a duck. You know that, right?
No, it's not a duck. He's a very nice person. I've met him. I get to see him twice a year. I get to see him at Emerald City Comic Con, and I get to see him at PAX.
Looks like a duck.
He doesn't look like a duck.
It looks like a duck that can sew. It does.